Each month I give a prompt and a theme for the community redraw, where I do a video episode at the end of the month, and I redraw subscriber submissions in that theme, and sometimes with a twist, sometimes just a straight redraw. Although this month I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm taking this redraw and I'm splitting it into two parts. The first part is going to drop today, as you're watching it now, and the second part, instead of being in a couple of days' time or next week, will actually be at the end of December, and there's a reason for that will become apparent throughout the month of December. Let's bring these illustrations to life. Krampus! Krampus! Where has that poor excuse for a Father Christmas reject gone? Yes, Master. How are things going? What new recruits do you have for me? I've waited a whole year since the last batch. Hopefully, they're just as good or just as bad as the last ones you summoned at the cabin. Those fools from the Department of Multiversal Matters are oblivious to my plans, or to the fact that one of their prized team is my devoted pupil. We do have some interesting ones, including this first one, a variant for myself, without my level of magical power. However, just being here, the resonance this one gives will increase my powers over time to be able to serve you better, my liege. Excellent. What can it do? And tell me about these recruits. I need to figure out how I can best use them as fodder for my plans. Firstly, my liege, this variant of myself cannot summon evil forms of other creatures from the multiverse, but he does have a few abilities you might find useful. The first is it's immune to the cold with inhuman strength. This one seems to have lived for a long time, causing some of the flesh on its body to be ripped off around its face and hands. This Krampus looks terrifying to mere mortals, as he carries on the tradition of striking terror into those who he deems as naughty. However, under the influence of my spell, he deems all that you oppose as naughty, and does whatever it takes to make them disappear. Unless you say otherwise. Sounds like perfect fodder for the war we're about to unleash on the Department of Multiversal Matters. We are almost ready to make ourselves known to these fools. Finally, after all this time, we can get rid of that team of morons from last time. Not all of them. Remember, the moniker is not to be touched. Be sure the new recruits you have for me understand this. Understood. Ensure they know the consequences of failure and who wields the power. Is that all for this one, my liege? Test his powers again. Find out their extent. I have plans for him, but I need to know the extent of his immunity to the cold. Who do you have next? Next, we have Frostbite, wearing a similar armour to one of the original members of the team that thrashed those goody two-shoe heroes. He's a formidable fighter with many chilling skills that will be of great service to you. What type of skills? He's another one with cold and ice type powers. This fighter can manipulate the ice elements around him to become a powerful force for your ranks. Do continue. I might have use of this one. Yes, my liege. This warrior has the power of Cryokinesis, and as I said before, the power is to manipulate the ice and cold. This can work to his advantage to heal himself in battle, and is the source of his most powerful attacks, from ice barriers to flying projectiles, or even weapons made of solid ice. He can heal himself. Yes, it's perfect when fighting, and even more so when taking over worlds that are covered in ice and freezing temperatures. He can That's enough. Tell me what conditions are needed for his self-healing ability. It just has to be cold, my lord. The colder it is, the faster he can heal. It also seems this reduces the aging process of his body as well. Interesting. What weaknesses does this warrior have? Weaknesses, my liege? I don't know what you mean. With this kind of power, it must have a weakness. Something we can use to ensure control of this one, as well as to stop any surprises once I unleash him on those fools. There is one weakness. However, it is offset by his power to create freezing temperatures around him. And just what is this weakness? He can't survive in extreme heat. Due to his body being altered in a blizzard, causing him to regenerate and control the ice and cold around him, his body is unable to survive in heated temperatures. However, he can change the air around him to be freezing temperatures, making his weakness useless to use against him. Are you sure? What do you think happens if his armor is broken? Or if he's knocked unconscious? I do not know, my liege. Fool! If it is broken or he's unconscious, then his powers are useless. Shall I dispose of him then, my lord? No. I can still make use of him. Find out more about how tough this armor is, and how long he can last if he is broken, or if he is unconscious in a warm environment. Yes, my liege, right away. And be sure not to kill him in the process. I have the perfect plan for him. I just need to know his limits in order to ensure complete control and put him to use. What's the next one on this list? I have time for one more, before I need to sort a pressing matter out. Who or what manner of beast do you have for me this time? This time, we have one who also shares my name. However, she is not related to my lineage in any way. She? Yes, my liege. She goes by the name Madam Krampus, and she seems to want to punish those who are naughty and cruel. Tell me about her. She was betrayed by one of her friends to taking a jewel from a cursed cave, forever changing her into a strange cursed creature. Her skin flakes with what appears to be snowflakes. Her hair is long and looks like a lizard's frill. Antler horns come out from her head. She seems to have a slower aging process. No one knows how old she really is. Despite her looks, why was she selected? Not looking to make her your wife, are you, Krampus? Surely you jest, my liege. She'd be more fitting as your wife than mine. As for why she was selected, it was her power as well as her cruel nature. She has a power that you will find extremely useful. You've piqued my interest. What power is that? She appears to be able to teleport to anywhere on a planet. Given more time and a boost to her powers, she may be able to teleport to other worlds in the same universe. Although she can't teleport vast amounts of mass with her, she can teleport you away from danger, as well as her powers would work as a spy or a scout. Indeed, her powers do intrigue me. Depending on my needs, she may have several roles and become one of my trusted elites. I do have a plan for how to test her abilities and loyalty to the cause. My lord, is there anything else? Yes. Bring her to me. I wish to speak to her. Tell me, other than teleporting, is she capable of fighting or defending herself? Yes, my lord. She uses a whip made from brambles that she can maim or kill her opponents with. The thorns are razor sharp, and when combined with her ability to teleport, her attacks become most unpredictable. Very few can keep up with her when she uses the combination of these two skills. Excellent. She might be just what I need to ensure we can make those fools of the Department of Multiversal Matters feel the full range of despair before we annihilate them once and for all. Now go. I have things to deal with. We shall continue this later. Oh, and Krampus, be sure to test those three properly. You know what happens to those who fail me. Okay, a bit of a shameless plug. If you like the artwork on the channel, why not join Patreon for just £5 a month, where you can get all the artwork from the videos along with inks. They normally come out a day before or on the day of a video. Alternatively, you could be a member on the channel. There's 2 tiers, and you get access to the artwork, members-only posts, and the stylish emojis and badges that can be used in the comments. Now, don't forget, this is only part 1 of the community redraw, and part 2 will be dropping at the end of the month. This means the redraw theme that I'll be going over shortly will be the one for January 2024. One of the main reasons for this is December's the busiest time of month in my normal day-to-day job outside of YouTube, as well as it's a bit busy with friends, families, with everybody. So I thought I'd give a little bit more time for everybody to come up with their submissions for the next redraw and to just chill out, relax, and have something to look forward to at the end of the month.
As always, a special thanks to those who are selected for today's video. We have Unicorn Banjo with Krampus, we have Red Knight with Frostbite, and Galahad 19 with Madam Krampus. On that note, let's get on to the details for the next community redraw. For the January 2024 community redraw, I'd like you all to create your own fake one. Include a headshot and a full body shot and some of the information about your fake one, its type, the abilities, the name, as well as any phonetics on how to pronounce the name so you can ensure you get it right. The submission deadline for this one is January the 19th, 2024. You can enter by sending your submissions to redraws@DempseyJ or via the Discord, and links will be in the description below. I'm super excited to see what you guys come up with. If you enjoyed this video, why not check out the other community redraws on the channel? I'll leave a playlist on the screen somewhere, or you can check out the other videos that we have. If you haven't seen it yet, why not check out the Godzilla Design Challenge that I did with friends of the channel and amazing artists Hot Cross Studio and Caitlin McGee. I highly recommend checking them out if you haven't done so already. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you next time. See ya!